Alright, so without further ado, we're doing a review on Theeve CSX Low. They have about a 49mm height from the base plate to the middle of the axle. And they have about a medium hanger angle, if I can. As you can see, it's not real vertical and also not real laid back. Because when it has a high hanger angle, it'll feel a lot higher than what the truck really is, and it'll give it some tension when you go to pop. If it has a low hanger angle, it's going to feel lower than what it really is, and it's going to give you a lot of response. But this one's about, it's a medium, so it's going to pretty much fill the height that it really is. Kind of going towards low, because these trucks have some good pop response, that's for sure. Something I really noticed about them, which is something I like. I like my board low. I like a lot of responsive pop, because I actually have issues popping my tricks all the way. So that helps out quite a bit. Now, turning wise, I've had better and I've had worse. They didn't really, I don't think they really turn really good. I mean, like, I skate loose, and I had to put soft bushings in them because the mediums were just a little too hard for me. But I had an issue, and I tried. Well, here's the problem I had with the truck. This is the only problem I had, and it was such a bad problem I had to stop skating them because it kept screwing with me a lot. But the problem is, or was, or is, still have issue problem. Yes, I forget what I was saying. But the problem is that they were veering really badly. And I was trying to figure it out. I was like, okay, maybe the bushings are getting some droopage. So I switched them out for some mediums that came stock with it. And that wasn't the case. So I'm like, okay, maybe I'll just kind of mess around with them a little bit more, have a soft and a medium. Wasn't the case either. And for the fact that the mounting holes weren't stretching out at all, that really had me puzzled. But then I got to thinking of the pivot cup. That's what it could be. The thing is, I don't know how to prove that, other than the pivot cup, like it would be like off to the side a bit or something. But it didn't appear to be off to the side through my eyes. My front truck is missing. I don't know where it went. But so when I was on the tail of my board, I skimmed for 3 weeks. They were doing fine. And then this issue came up, and then I had to stop scanning them because it just kept screwing with me a lot. Ruined all my consistency because I can't stand my trucks veer. Once they veer, I have to get new ones. But, you know, it happens. Grinding wise, they're supposedly supposed to grind, like they're supposed to like feel really nice to do grinds with, which they do. They feel quite good. Like if the ledge is ledge or rail is waxed a bit, you know, I don't know. It depends on what metals are used and alloys and everything else. And well, it was pretty nice. I mean, like I did grinds with it. Like you can see my Smith spot was getting worn in right there. My front Smith back feeble spot. And so that's where those always hit at. And it was pretty nice. But there's that one issue. Okay, so the response is good. The turning is alright. They grind like pretty much any other truck I've had. To be quite honest, I don't know, I just had that one weird issue with them. That was really about it. They feel pretty strong. I feel like they would have lasted really good if I'd probably actually still be scanning if it wasn't for that veering pivot cup possibly problem. Oh yeah, and if you're someone who's concerned about weight, these really don't weigh that. Like they're pretty much well, the ones I've had in general, these are 5.25s, which comes out to be 8 inches wide, which is the smallest board I ride, is an 8. And they weigh pretty much the same as any other truck that is a low and is 8 inches wide. And if you have a 775 truck, it's going to be pretty much the same weight as any other 775 truck. Or if you have an 8.5 truck, well, you get what I'm saying. They weigh the same as any other thing I've had. So that's really all I have to say about the Thieves. Like, they're pretty good. Try them out if you like them. Once you find a truck you really like, I highly recommend sticking with it because it'll save you a lot of issues. Unless all of a sudden your style changes. Like, I used to skate a standard height truck, which is about 52, 53 millimeters in height. And then this happened back in like 2010 or something like that. I was like, man, my board just kind of feels too high. So I started skating lows, and I was like, wow, this is a lot better. So, sometimes your style changes like that out of nowhere, just kind of unexpectedly, But when that happens, you just kind of got to accommodate for it if you can. So, keep yourself skating up to your, you keep skating, yeah. And that's pretty much all I have to say about the Theeve trucks. Like, they're alright, they're pretty good.